there. So we haven't figured out how to...
Oh, yeah, we didn't work on that.
It's okay because it's there. It's working. The only thing you got to remember is it's not locked on.
It's tied to this other one somehow, but nobody cares about that.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, by the way. Hey, Clyde, we're here.
Welcome to the shit show.
and Clyde, just for you, I went to the store today. I was going to have hamburgers tonight.
Okay.
But I bought some small little things for pizza, and Linda made fun of me.
How rude.
That's what I thought too.
Well, she's not feeling right, so she's a little off. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm still dragging some.
I'm hoping this, whatever this queasy stuff is with her, helps her Rubik Cube game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be gloating or anything.
I wouldn't gloat. 3 games to none. I wouldn't gloat at all.
You wouldn't gloat about that at all. Not at all.
Anyhow, for everybody, when we get done, we go up and we eat, and then we play Rummy Cue until maybe I win a game. Well, last week, we went up and Clyde went home early because he didn't win a game.
I went home and cried myself to sleep, man. Linda and I got smoked last week.
Oh, you did. By the way, talking about smoke, have you got any farther on that book?
I'm on chapter 4.
Wow. Just in general, what do you think?
I wanted to pick up. He keeps talking about how he went back and met that. Saw the Martian in the box and floating and everything, and now I'm just to a part where he got the file cabinet from the General Trudeau, but he hasn't really played with it much.
Right.
So
he's going to get into it. Now you're going to get into the runnings of the CIA, the FBI, and all those other things. I mean, it's like...
Man, they don't trust the CIA at all.
You notice that?
Yeah.
So anyhow, I just wanted to see, I gave Clyde a book that I got. I like Ancient Aliens, and this is The Day After Roswell, and it's an interesting book. Sometimes he floats too much back and forth on it.
Yeah, that's where I am now. I'm hoping he'll get this file cabinet open, and then we start cracking into good stuff.
And then you'll find out like how GE and Boeing and all these, see, they can't do it in-house. Because if they do, then it's open for anybody to know what they're doing. So what they do is they take it and they ship it out to somebody. And then they do it, and then they buy it back. So, it's really weird, but that's the way it is. But
they got to keep it super secret.
You got it. And anyhow, when you get to some of those parts, let me know, because some of them I thought I understood, but I wasn't sure if I understood.
All right. Yeah, because you hand anything to CIA, they just hand it to the Russians.
Yeah, right. That's what they said.
Yeah. It's like nuts.
Anyhow, we got a good show tonight. Number one is I went up online and I found a YouTube, and it's a girl. And
good.
Yeah, you'll like it. I'll tell you what, she's pretty good. And what she wanted to do is she wanted to know if the Rebel 1100 DCT is for beginners. So she rides the bike and talks a little bit about it. Now I had to do a lot of cutting because when people do their blogs on YouTube, they're usually 15 to 20 minutes or better. So I cut it down to 7 seconds. Sorry.
That's really cut that baby down.
Quick.
You get her name.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yep. But anyhow, if you get a chance, people, once you see this, you want to see the whole thing go up on YouTube, and she's pretty interesting. Then, of course, we have our commercial. Then we have something called Jeep something.
Yes. Jeep thing.
Yeah, you should know about it. You edited it.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's when Travis and you went on that...
the little excursion?
Yeah.
And I lost both of my power step motors?
Well, I didn't know about that, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you went with them.
I did.
Because somebody had...
I've been on one.
Yeah.
And I lost... My Jeep is not
made
to go through deep water or anything like that. Because if you got power steps, you got motors down there.
Yeah.
And they're gone. They just filled up with mud and ice.
So I'll bring back good memories to you.
Okay, good. It was fun, but
Yeah,
you need a Jeep on the side Jeep that you can tear up and not worry about.
Yeah.
Not your personal everyday driver.
No.
Yeah.
And then, and we go to another commercial, and then we come back, and it's when Bill and I went to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and we took a trawler. It wasn't a trawler, but a boat out. I'll just say that. Now, we're going to play the first clip. And I want you to know I tried to do the third thing for the Blue Ridge Car Club, but I didn't have enough time because I had to take it from 360, and then once I got that into 360, so I didn't have enough time, so maybe next week that'll be on.
Okay.
And then I got something I'm going to talk to you about. I think it's cool, but what I looked at so far it's going to take a lot of editing. So, with all that BS...
Man, I'm looking at you on this screen over here, man. You're huge. and you're yellow. Why are you yellow?
I don't know. I probably ate something that I shouldn't have.
Oh, that's probably true.
So, if you're ready, this is a pretty neat clip, and it's about somebody that's trying the Rebel 1100 DCT for the first time. So, if you're ready...
Is her name Jean?
I have no idea.
It says Jean 01 or something.
Well...
I see the preview.
Okay.
And the folks at home, well, they can't see it. All right, I'm ready when you are. Send it.
Go.
What's up, guys? It's Jean here from One Down, Jean Up, and today we are riding a 2021 Honda Rebel 1100 DCT. So that means there is no clutch, and I am definitely getting used to it. The folks over at Iron Pony were kind enough to let me stop by and take a little test ride on this bike, and I am super stoked. I was really excited from the moment Honda said that they were going to be launching this bike. Wow, this just goes from a stoplight. Yeah, so the Honda Rebel was actually what I wanted for my very first bike, but I knew it probably wasn't going to be the best choice, so I decided not to go with that, and my husband and I were looking to actually share a bike, and it didn't fit him quite as well. And I was really excited when I heard about the 1100 because of the bigger engine size. Obviously, that's a lot more power and something that you might be able to keep for a lot longer. I just like to ask the question, like, could this be a great first bike that's also a long-term bike? So right off the bat, I definitely am noticing all the extra power. This thing just picks up and it goes. You take off from a stoplight and you're gone, and you don't even have to worry about shifting because there is no clutch, and that's definitely something to get used to, but it's kind of cool. I'm really having fun. I was pretty judgmental about anyone who would buy a DCT bike, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know, later on down the road I wouldn't be opposed to perhaps getting a DCT. If you are a new rider and shifting is holding you back, I would highly recommend a DCT bike. And that just lays over in that corner very nicely. It's very intuitive. You can still feel and hear the bike shifting. It does shift completely on its own. So that's something a little bit different. I'm like going for the clutch and moving my left foot to shift up or down, and I definitely do not need to. This one looks like it maxes out at 10,000 RPM, which is kind of high compared to what I'm used to riding, you know, the Bonneville. One other cool thing is the key is right down there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. It does have the ignition on the left side, kind of like a traditional cruiser. This is a lot of fun. It's very lightweight. You do not feel the weight of the bike at all. And it really takes corners well, just from doing, you know, turns at stoplights and stuff so far. I can really tell that it does take these corners nicely. So back to my original question, could this be your first bike and a long-term bike? Because I know a lot of you are interested. I just tried to shift down into first there with my foot. I know a lot of you are interested in the Rebel because it's a very nice, very cool looking first bike that isn't necessarily something straight out of like a sport bike line. and this would hopefully travel with you a little bit longer and stick around in your garage. A lot of people get those Rebel 300s or 500s and then find themselves getting rid of them pretty quickly. But do I think this could be a first bike? Maybe. Right now I am noticing, like I said, I've been talking about the power that you feel when you pull on the throttle. I think that could be a little bit intimidating for some new riders. It is a little bit jerky at slower speeds, just like any other bike in first gear. But there are some other riding modes here, so let's see if we can slip into one of those. Let's see, we'll go to rain mode. I think we're in rain mode. Yeah, so I just switched over to rain mode. Well, let's see what it feels like. So the power is definitely taken down in rain mode, like you would expect. If you were a rider who would be willing to learn on rain mode, I think that that could open possibilities up for you. The power is definitely there, and it just kind of has a damper on it with the rain mode. So I think that if you were a responsible rider who was willing to learn and leave your bike on rain mode for the first couple of months, that this could be a really good option for you. However, if you know yourself and can trust yourself in that you know you're not going to be able to leave it on rain mode, I probably would not recommend this for a first rider, perhaps a returning rider, even an older first rider who again is very responsible and could keep the bike in rain mode. Oop, I just honked. So now we're in sport mode and we're going to get on the highway up here and see how that goes. And if you just roll off the throttle on this thing, you do start slowing down and it starts engine braking for you. So it's pretty neat. Definitely noticing a bit more torque kind of get up and go in sport mode. So we're going to take a short little jaunt on the highway real quick. Look at this thing, it just goes. This is a lot of fun. I don't know how many times I've said that, but it's probably a lot. The wind is not bad at all. I personally like having wind when I'm riding. I feel closer to the road and everything around me. It's not too bad. That goes. And I think, you know, based on that short little jaunt, that you could probably do a little bit of touring on this thing. I think that it has adequate power. I'm really enjoying the cornering feel on this. The lean angle is just really nice, and it's not, I just tried to shift again, it's not intimidating. You know, some bikes you start leaning over and they feel pretty top heavy. It feels like the center of gravity is a bit lower here. I do love this DCT. There is no shifting and you just get to go. The seat height is very approachable as well. I am 5'6", 5'7", and it's not an issue at all for me to flat foot this. Once again, a huge thank you to the folks at Iron Pony for letting me take this bike out. It's been a lot of fun to ride around on these motorcycles, and you guys are always so supportive and open and just want to get people on bikes. So if you are in the market for a motorcycle or even motorcycle gear and parts, and you are in the Columbus, Ohio area, definitely stop by Iron Pony. See Brett, he'll get you hooked up and get you a good deal. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope that wherever you're at, the weather is starting to warm up so you can get riding once again.
She did a pretty, I did a lot of cutting in there, but she did a lot of pretty good things, especially, you know, when she says beginners. I mean, you and I, we talked about when I was in the standard mode, I wasn't really happy going to your house because going up the hills, it would be in 6th gear, but it would only be 45, 50 miles an hour. And then the day that we worked on and put the risers on, you said, put it in sport mode. And well, I'll tell you what a difference that is.
Yeah.
I mean, I pulled out of your driveway and went down and it was like, this hasn't shifted yet. I'm at 25 miles an hour.
No, it's waiting for you to go.
So, anyhow, yes, to me, if you're a beginner, first of all, if you're a beginner, you should take the course and pass the course. That'll help you out a lot. But as far as weight and being able to handle the bike, I recommend it. Like, you know that I had a big bike, and I feel so much safer as one.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Falling over, you know.
That Triumph you had was, man, that was huge.
And I feel more relaxed. And anybody that rides a motorcycle, when you're relaxed, you got control of that bike. It's when you start to make a turn, and all of a sudden you tense up, and that's when you screw up.
Yeah.
Because now all of a sudden you're trying to figure out, what do I do? And now you're just too tense to handle the bike.
Yeah, and like what we talked about, you go into turns, I need to downshift, I need to, you're doing a lot of different stuff, and you need to pay attention to your surroundings, and a lot of stuff going on, going into curves and stops and starts and whatnot, whereas DCT, man, you just worry about braking gas and just be careful.
What do you mean braking gas? You mean with the throttle, or do you mean braking?
Well, in your case, braking gas is definitely.
I'm going to take some Beano tonight just for you.
All right, good.
Yeah. And when we had the Ravacos, it took us a bit to get used to.
It did, yeah.
And everybody that took them out kept looking for their clutch.
I know, you're always trying to clutch it. Yeah.
So, but I got to say, for anybody out there, if you get a chance, and you're near a Honda dealer that'll let you take one out for a ride, do it. You'll love it. I'm going to say this, and it's probably going to come out wrong. A lot of people feel like they have to have the brand name bike. And so they'll spend another, $10,000 more.
To have the name.
Just to have the name.
It's like in the old days you had to have a Macintosh stereo or the Sony or something, and you just pay a lot more for it.
Yes.
Get the Sansui. It's loud too.
But I will say I enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, I went and I tested it out, trying to be able to talk with my mic, but the wind was too much. So I went, and it should be in probably to Saturday. I bought a throat mic. Throat mic. So anyhow, it goes, and I'm going to test that next week.
Or like they used to have in 12 o'clock high.
Yeah, when you're,
Bomber.
Yeah.
Pilot to bomber. Pilot to bomber.
That's it. I don't know what happened to our screen, but it's going nuts on me. Is it going nuts on you?
Yep.
Yeah. What can I tell you?
Now you're orange and yellow, and now you got a sparkly blue background. That's very nice.
Those are all the bugs you let in.
It might be.
Could be.
I see you're following her on YouTube or whatever. I also follow a female biker on YouTube.
I'm afraid. Go ahead.
But she doesn't ride around in the wintertime because she doesn't wear much clothes. She's very bouncy.
Very bouncy?
Very bouncy.
Yeah.
She has a lot of followers, too.
Well, anyhow, that's the Rebel 1100.
This is a good one.
Yeah, and I got a couple other things, and after the commercial I'll talk to you. I got two things that I'm going to ask you. So,
okay.
What? You ready for the commercial?
I'm ready.
You can take it.
Welcome to Cucinalla's Pizzeria. We not only do pizza, you should see everything that we have on the menu. You know what? You can get a great salad here. We can also do calzones. My buddy, he loves the lasagna. And guess what? We got the best garlic knots in town. And you know what else I have? Brownies. Stop in, see us. Oh, and you can come in and buy by the slice. The slice is $3. It's ready to go. We open at 11. Come on in.
Well, I stopped in, decided I'd have a bite to eat today at Cucinalla's, and look what they got. Margarita salad. I gotta tell you, it was outstanding. And to go along with one slice of pepperoni pizza. You can't beat it. And guess what? They also have a new menu. Listen to this menu. Pecan chicken sandwich. Homemade pecan chicken salad and provolone cheese. Homemade Italian meatball sandwich. Can't beat that. A meatball rigatoni pasta. And best of all, a lunch special for $10, a sandwich and your choice of a fountain drink. Folks, you can't beat that. When you're in town in Blue Ridge, stop in at Cucinalla's Pizzeria for lunch.
Well, we are back live in the studio. I'm busy messing with.
Did you call the bug people?
Yes, I did. We get exterminated.
Oh, God.
Look at that.
You'll love this. When I was up on YouTube today to try to find some videos, oh, it's back.
Oh, it is coming back, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're not worried about it.
Yeah.
I move forward a little. No. I move back a little. No. I'm going to stay right here. Anyhow, you'll love this. If I can. I think they live in California. These bikers are taking their dirt bikes and they're going out in the desert looking for, who do you think? Sasquatch, Bigfoot.
What, in the desert?
Yes.
No way.
The problem is, the first part I saw was just writing, talking about it, but he said he found some dinosaur bones and some other things. But they're out there looking for Bigfoot. So I'm going to see if I can find it and get a little in there and cut it, and so we can talk about maybe you taking the Jeep in the woods and looking for Bigfoot or something.
Alrighty.
All right.
I like to watch the YouTube videos of those guys jumping the dunes.
Yeah.
And then they land in tents and cars and stuff like that, because they're not even looking at what's on the other side.
Yeah.
They're just jumping those suckers. They're just landing in the middle of the crowd.
Next thing you know, they wake somebody else up.
Oh my gosh, people are crazy.
All right, this is a history test. Are you
Okay,
ready?
yeah.
And I know you know this. That's why I'm asking it.
Whoa.
Can you name the president that ran, the only president that ran and won 4 terms to be president?
4 terms?
4 terms.
Wow, that must have been a while back. I have no idea.
I thought you'd know.
Yeah.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Oh, because of the war thing, they did a special deal where they kept him in because he was
And then they canceled it.
he was doing well with the war, and they didn't want to screw that up.
Yeah.
And there was nobody really that was going to impose him anyhow.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No. But anyhow, he won 4 terms.
But they did a special executive order or something for
Something
him.
to that effect. And then
I do
after
remember
they
that.
changed it.
Okay.
So
But
that's the history fact for today.
there you go. You did good.
All right. Well, this next
That's a
video,
good one.
This next video you should talk about.
Yeah, it should. It cost me some money.
Do you want to look at it first and then talk about it? Or do you want to have a guess on what you're going to talk about?
Man, let's watch it. I haven't seen this one in it's been a long time.
This is something you did, well, probably about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago maybe. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
But you edited it. And I said, you know what? He's going to talk about it. So if you're ready, take it away.
Zing it.
Spending late nights in the shop. My bank account's drained, but I'm getting new shots. And I'm hoping that she'll be ready for tomorrow's parade. I ain't got time for no masquerades. I'm putting in work so that I can go play. Just waiting for the weekend, and I pray it comes quick. It's a Jeep thing. Let's take a ride, then you'll understand. Get some wind in your hair, you'll forget to care. Top down with your hands in the air. It can be red, green, or blue, whatever color will do. Only thing to be said for me and you is it's a Yeah, I can help pull out your truck. Might get a little muddy, but we're moving stuff. Don't have the time. We ride, rain or shine. She may not turn on a dime, but she'll never back down from a steep incline. Let's hit a trail, and I'll show you real quick. Let's take a ride, then you'll understand. Get some wind in your hair, you'll forget to care. Top down with your hands in the air. It can be red, green, or blue, whatever color will do. Only thing to be said for me and you is it's a Jeep thing. Yeah, it's a Jeep thing. Oh, we ain't all just gears and lights. We will for those in the fight of their lives. So grab your beer, your whiskey, your wine. Let's kick up some mud and we'll have a good time. Here's why. It's a Jeep thing. Let's take a ride, then you'll understand. We'll get some wind in your hair, you'll forget to care. Top down with your hands in the air. It can be red, green, or blue, whatever color will do. Only thing to be said for me and you is it's a Jeep thing. Yeah, it's a Jeep thing. It's a Jeep thing. Yeah, it's a Jeep thing.
Paching, kading.
Hey, yeah. Now, when you went through that big puddle,
Yeah.
that's when you lost your.
Yeah, both motors on my power step, they just went. And then that was it.
Now, was that your first time to taking the thing out in the woods like that?
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fun, but like I said, you need a second one to just tear up. And without mats or nice stuff in it so you can get it muddy and then just, they just take it home and hose their stuff out, the whole thing, inside out.
Inside out.
They're just tearing it up out there. And their fun thing is, if they got somebody behind them,
On the bottom?
yeah, just spin the hell out of it, just slam them with mud where they can't see nothing. I stayed away from those guys.
Well, first off, it was January, so there was snow on the ground. There was ice hanging from the mountain.
Yeah.
And then you guys going through. Now, did you have some ice you had to break through, or did the first guy break the ice?
Not really. There was a bunch of ice in it. Anytime you had those pools of water, there was ice in it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like frozen solid, so it broke through. The first guy that goes through breaks it all up. But I did have ice and mud and water all jammed up in my motor stuff, and it sucked.
And people that don't know you, you're the type of guy that has to have everything spick and span. So I can imagine you probably spent about 3 hours or more cleaning your Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I cleaned it.
What did Tamara say when you came home?
I was with Travis. We had fun, so it was all good.
Yeah.
But you pay the price later because you got to clean it up, and then you got to fix everything. So, whatever.
It looks like fun. And I know Travis has done 1 or 2 more, hasn't he?
Yes, he went on a couple more after that, but now he's working, and he put power steps on his. He's got 35-inch tires, and it's hard for me to get in this Jeep without the power steps. Yeah. And of course, Tamara, we had to leave a little step stool with a little rope on it so she could get in it, so you can pull in the step stool. But now they just. Whoop. But if he can't go through any of that water either, or he's going to kill his motors. And his power steps are more expensive than mine because they're rock runner power steps to where they're made that they'll take going over rocks and everything. Mine, you'll probably rip mine off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I will say 2 things. Up here, there's Jeeps and pickup trucks.
Lots of Jeeps, yeah.
Lots of Jeeps and lots of pickup trucks. I went to Florida, and I told Linda, as soon as we got to, Valdosta, Georgia, started being you didn't see very many pickup trucks.
Motorcycles.
Yeah. But this was on the highway, and we made the remark, and then once we got in Florida, I'll bet you, pickup trucks were very few to be seen.
Yeah.
It's like SUVs and a lot of little cars out there, but not many trucks. and then they come up here. So I'm wondering, if you wanted to buy a truck, would you be better off going to someplace like Florida that doesn't sell very many of them, they want to get rid of them? Or would you want to buy one here? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Anybody at home, if you know, drop me a line and just say, hey, Florida or any place that's going to have a lot of trucks, it might be cheaper.
Yeah. Like Texas has 1 trillion trucks.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a used one, you might be able to come across a pretty good deal. There's going to be something out there. But, yeah, a new one, if you want one from a dealership and they don't sell too many, you might be like their favorite customer.
Yeah. Talking about favorite customers, the bugs keep coming back. Anyhow, your wife and my wife have been talking. Did you know that? About you and I?
What do we do now?
Well, they picked on you more than they picked on me.
What?
Yeah. It seems, you and I said if we... Hi.
That fixed it a while ago.
Well, go to the one that's above, the other box above it.
Uh-huh.
Click on that one.
The auto color?
Yeah, whatever it is. It's a box. Anyhow, I'll show you one on the next one.
I turn that off. Turn it back on.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Bugs, we're infested with blue bugs. We'll figure this out. The show was going too good.
Way too good.
Anyhow, you know how you and I talked that if we win the lottery, we're going to buy a motorhome and travel?
Yeah?
Well, our wives think, number one, we're crazy.
They always thought that.
Well, I know. What are you doing? You're just there. That's good. We'll leave the bugs in. I'll just wave them away.
Oh, look at that. Your skin tone is back.
Yeah. Anyhow, we can go to camera 3. Go to camera 3 in a minute.
Let me get rid of this. Pa-ting.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. I'm going to sneak over there with you while we're talking.
How do we do that? Oh, I punched the wrong one. Hold on. This one? I need to press this one.
Oh, okay.
I did camera 3 up here.
Yeah.
In it.
Okay. Now, so people at home can watch us, go back up over here to that one over here on 1. Yeah. Click on it. Take that one out. Yeah. Okay. That's all I needed to say. Hey, not everybody gets to see all the stuff that we do on this show.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. So now
This is where all the magic. It used to be the bedroom, but now it's here.
When was the good magic in a bedroom? About 45 years ago?
At least.
At least. But yeah, they made fun of us, just so you know. Oh, look. That did it.
Look, you got skin tone? You're the kind of white guy now instead of yellow guy?
Depends on what side of my hand you're looking at. Yeah, so.
Oh. I'm kind of orange over here too, so.
But,
whatever.
talking about that, we went to Florida for our 49th anniversary, which yours is coming up. And here's how crazy. So we took my ex-wife out to lunch.
Nice.
Okay, because her and Linda, they must talk about me when I'm not looking. So anyhow, I'm sitting at the table, we're eating, and my ex-wife looks at my arm, and I got like a little bit of a rash here, and she goes, you need to put a cover on your arm, because of course when you're driving, that arm is always sitting out.
Oh, yeah.
And it's burning. So she's telling me what I got to put on my arm and everything else, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, hasn't changed. But anyhow, Florida was interesting. It was 102 degrees when we were on the road.
Oh, my God.
It wasn't a lot of fun. And then, of course, Linda got not dyslexia, vertigo. And boy, I felt so bad because when we were in Orlando, we drove down to see her friend, which was in Fort Pierce, or near Fort Pierce.
It was something Lucy.
Port Lucy.
Port Lucy. See? Kidneys.
You got it. Did your phone just ding?
It did.
Somebody's going to tell us something.
I don't know.
But anyhow, we drove back 673 miles in one day. Well, not one day, because I actually did stop in, where the hell did I stop? Valdosta. But I mean, it was a long haul.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of recuperating. So, from the time we left to the time we came back, we did about 1,400 miles in a weekend. And that was a bit much. So, we'll set afterwards.
Sheesh.
Now that that's over, they did make fun of us. I just want you to know. And this is what your wife said, just so you know. He won't drive to LJ to go to the Mexican restaurant. Who the hell is going to drive? How's he going to drive a car to go to Arizona? So just so you know. And then, of course, my wife jumped on and doesn't like the way I tried to start with, so she said we should get drivers, and I said, well, she's about 22 or 23 years old and good looking, I got no problem. Then shut that down immediately. So,
Yeah, we'll get a driver. Yeah, that's no problem.
yeah, but anyhow, they're making fun of us, but like I said to her, I said, you're the
It's
one.
rude.
Yeah, I said, you're the one that said you want to go to all the national parks. I said, what better way to go? But,
If we can pack everybody up, like right now I can't go anywhere because of Ruby. Ruby needs a lot of attention.
Right.
She's very high maintenance. She's just old, and that's the way it is. But boy, if we could pack everybody up and go in a motorhome and leave Ruby in the motorhome to go get something to eat or something like that and go sightseeing, I love that. We did that for 5 years. Of course, we lived up here in Waterstone for 7 months.
Waterside.
Waterside,
Yeah,
Whataburger,
it's just like Port Lucie.
Fort, never mind. So, yeah, I mean, it's a big difference when you can take your motorhome and when you get tired, you can pull over and take a little nap on the couch, got the refrigerator there, fix you a sandwich, a ham sandwich or something, and then boom, you're refreshed and you go another hour or so, no problem.
I mean, you and I, we pull into the shopping centers, we'll pull into Walmart, what do we care? We're going to, sit there.
Yeah, it's easy. Any parking lot you pull in, you can go pee, in your own bathroom without going. No more gas stations. You sleep in your own bed. Oh man, that's a lot of pluses to having your little motorhome. So.
Yes, it is. So, talking about that, if you want to throw the next commercial on, and this is something we should probably take to like to calm our nerves.
So, some gummies. You ready?
You ready?
Ready.
Go.
Okay.
This
In Murphy?
In Murphy.
What were you doing in Murphy today?
Oh, we ran out of moonshine, so we bought you some more moonshine and me some more moonshine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got one for my coffee tonight and my victory lap when I'm playing Rummy Q.
There better not be any Hank victory lap tonight.
Oh, well. Oh, and I got to tell you, I worked on my bike today.
Okay.
You know how the back saddlebags don't close the way they should? You got to
Yeah.
Well, I looked at them, and basically you have to take the whole back off. Because I figured if I put a couple shimmies in there, it might push it down so you don't have to slam it, but it lines up and then just push it.
Yeah.
So I put one shim in it, and it's better. But I got to put more than one in. So I'm going to.
Do you need longer bolts or anything, or?
No, I just need they have to push the thing out. Because it's got to go behind it's one whole piece.
Yeah.
It's got to go behind the one whole piece. So I put one in there just to test it, and it went in easier, but I got to put two in there. So, and then if that works, then I'm going to go on the other side and show people if they're having problems closing their saddlebags. That's how it goes.
How to fix it, yeah.
All right, I don't know what time it is, and I know we got some special stuff happening upstairs. So, this is back in, before Katrina came in and wiped out most of the Gulf Coast. And so this was Bill and I when we were on the road, and we went to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So if you are ready,
I am ready.
we'll go there.
Send it.
I don't think you drive a boat. I think you steer it.
Right.
Okay?
I'm going to be the first mate. Oh, stuff all the work. I want to be the captain.
Why don't you be the admiral?
Can I be the admiral?
Sure.
Actually, our captain was Brandon Boudreau, and while he just recently attained his commercial captain's license, he has been sailing since a young age and knew a lot about the ship.
She's a gaff rig, topsail Biloxi schooner. These boats are around here, this area, starting in late, I guess, about the 1880s to the 1930s. 1930s, they changed the laws for oystering, and they allowed them to have engines in the boats. So they started chopping the masts out of these boats, and pretty much these boats were the workhorses of the coast. That's how they harvested oysters, they did shrimping off these boats.
This replica felt like a step back in history, and to make this experience more real, Brandon turned off the engines and the crew began raising the sails. Needless to say, Hank was nowhere to be found.
Sails, the original sails I believe were cotton, and these are made out of Dacron. That cotton gets pretty heavy when it gets wet. I guess it's not as strong as all this new stuff.
I bet if we tied some of this rope around Hank's foot and threw him overboard, we'd catch something. What do y'all think? Think we could do that? Sure. Any big fish in here? No. Where are the alligators?
Come on, Phil, let's get moving here. Come on, pull. Phil,
Look,
as captain of this boat,
he said it's very important that you tie the end of this around your foot. He did.
we're going to water ski?
No, we're fishing.
Why are you breathing hard?
It's my one lung is working.
Oh, that one lung ain't going. Look, that was the last show you used to one lung. Look at this, you're making that girl do all the work.
Look how much
that
younger
hand
she
over
is than
hand.
I am.
She hasn't got, you know, when we did this in gym class, we used to climb to the top. She hasn't got off the
Watch.
floor yet.
You want to see this? How many lungs do you have? 2? I only have 1.
That must be the sister ship to this one. It looks just like it.
Yeah. I think that's the Mike Seacool.
Mike Seacool, that's right.
Seacool?
Seacool. She looks like, I say she looks like a pregnant catfish. She got a big old belly on her, the Seacool does.
So I gather you like the lines of this boat a little bit.
Oh yeah, the hull designs are different. She's a spoon bow. She's more rounded in her bow. And this boat right here is a clipper bow. She kind of comes down like that, the chime.
You want to move them?
No, we don't want to move
I think they had Biloxi High School, I think a 50-year reunion on there right now.
Hey, that could be us.
I think that one lady flipped you off, Hank.
Swing to the right! Swing to the left! Swing to the right! Come on!
Sit down, stand up.
Come on! You guys are bad!
I was right, Hank. That gray-haired lady flipped you off, man. You know, that sounded pretty good.
Brandon was even trusting enough to let Bonehead steer his boat. But it wasn't long after that Brandon gave him something a little smaller to captain.
Brandon, on behalf of Cycle Fever, I want to thank you. We had a marvelous trip. And I tell you what, we're coming back here, and we're going to do this every time we hit the coast.
Y'all are more than welcome to come back.
Thanks a
But
lot.
Before y'all leave,
What's that?
we got a little problem. We need to get Hank out from down below.
Hank, come on!
I ain't coming till you park the boat!
Hank, the boat is parked. It's stopped. Come on.
No, you ain't fooling me. I ain't getting out of here.
He says you can't stay. Come on.
Oh, I ain't gonna.
Hank, I'm going to eat. I'm starving.
Did you say food?
Yes.
Oh, well, look, wait, food?
Come on, Hank,
Hey,
I'm outta
Brandon,
here.
it's been nice hanging around with you. I gotta go now. Dinner's ready. Okay.
All right, those were the days. Yeah. Anyhow, that was a lot of fun. But after that, the bugs came back and everything.
Yeah, the sparkly bugs are back on me.
See, take a little of the blue out. Can you do that?
Sure, I can do anything. It's on 255 now. So we'll...
I don't know why it's twice doing that. We had that one time before, but anyhow.
Oh, I can't do that because that wasn't turned on. Let's see.
Oh, well. In short, that was it, Clyde. That was I'll tell you what, just leave it there because we're near the end of the show and everybody will think that we're
It's so much fun messing with you, though. I think we got to do that blotter where you blot it and go. But I don't remember how to do it. So.
All right. Well, we'll work on it after. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the show. Had a great time. Keep turning colors. Anyhow. Oh yeah. Anyhow. I mean, that's it for me. How about you back there?
I'm still playing.
You're still playing.
How's that look?
That's perfect.
What does that say? I can't even read this thing.
56.
Oh, I can turn you like red. Whoa,
Nice.
you're like the devil.
Now, everybody, I just want you to know what it's like working with Clyde.
All right, I'll put you back. You have to work on that later.
Yeah, we can do it later. Matter of fact, we'll figure it out at the end of the show. Anyhow, I know you got some shout-outs, and I got a couple.
Yeah, because it's pizza time.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to my dog Ruby, and to my airborne brothers and sisters. Anything else? And to Simplify Roofing, Nick Black. Put a new roof on my house. I don't have any more leaks, so every time it rains, you don't have to put buckets under 6 different places. Anyhow, they did a good job, and Nick finished the damn chimney. All right, that's all I got.
Well, let me ask you this. How old's your house?
It's now 3 years old, but it was leaking at 1.5 years. A brand new metal roof.
Fix it, huh?
Yeah, not the.
Don't you have like a lemon law or something, like with cars?
Yeah, but then you got to get lawyers involved, and I'm still thinking about it.
I hope you get one because I'd like to see you win. I
Yes.
just gotta get loose.
Is somebody?
All the bullshit that's going on.
Oh, when he gets lawyer to lawyer. Hey, O.J. Simpson went free.
That's right. And he did it.
If you don't fit, must have quit.
Yeah, that's right. That was a stupid move, wasn't it? All right, for my shout-outs. First of all, to my poor wife, Linda.
Yeah.
She got vertigo while we were on vacation, celebrating our 49th anniversary.
Whatever.
Whatever. All my
it was.
kids, we all went out to eat. It was Colleen's birthday the next day, so we celebrated our anniversary and Colleen's birthday.
Oh, that's
the
cool.
next day.
Happy birthday, Colleen.
Yep, and we had a great time. Colleen and Shawn got a new dog. Linda can show you the pictures because she took a whole bunch of them, I think.
I saw a picture.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Cute little dog. It's going to
Yeah.
grow up, but it's cute right now. So anyhow, to my whole family, they all wished us happy 49th and everything else, so that was nice. To all my friends out there at Cycle Fever TV, from IT John and Brittani, who moved into a new house, to I hear that Crazy's not feeling too good, and...
Ooh, what's wrong with Crazy?
Pardon?
What's wrong with Crazy?
They say he's not feeling good, so they didn't tell me, but
Okay.
he's not feeling good. And then to Big Mike and I forgot his wife's name. Begins with R.
Rebecca.
Close.
Rhonda.
No, she's not that.
Reba.
Good, Reba.
Reba.
Anyhow, they have their new grandparents, and that's all they do is holding the baby and taking pictures, and holding the baby and taking pictures.
That's cool.
Which is cool. And then again, to all of our friends that are in the service and the police department, first responders, please be careful out there. And then, this weekend, you said something to Linda, or somehow, some people jumping out of airplanes over there in Blairsville?
Some Army or somebody military. Oh, the Rangers.
The Rangers, they're having
Yeah.
a practice jump or something?
They're doing jumps all over the place. So
Yeah. So anyhow, good luck to them and be careful.
Yeah.
And that's it for me. So are you ready?
I think I am.
Okay.
Join the adventure, enjoy the ride.
We'll see you next week. No, you gotta do that when you put the other thing out.
Yeah, I'm ready. Ready?
Go.
Catch CFTV North every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. So join the adventure and enjoy the ride. Check out Three Wheels and Us on Facebook and see what Clyde, Travis, and Hank are up to every week.